Hello guys, welcome to a new video. We finally got a trailer of the Tomb Raider animated Netflix series, and I thought it was the perfect time to talk about an animated series that only some fans know about, and this is the Revision Tomb Raider animated series. That is a 10-part series that was released in 2007. It is a collection of animated episodes that reimagine the Tomb Raider character and franchise in different ways, with each episode having a different style of animation and storytelling. Each story was made by different people. I will rank them and talk about the story of each one. I will try to talk only about the main things and try not to talk about some details. That is easier to do in some episodes and either there's not so much. So if you want to watch these episodes without spoilers, I really recommend that you watch them before you watch this video, okay? So let's start. In last place we have the Revenge of Aztec, Mummy. This episode is animated like a comedy cartoon, but to be honest, I didn't find it too funny. Maybe that explains why it is in the last place. The story was not very interesting and it seemed very random. Basically, two guys are looking for the Scarlet Scarab, and so is Lara. She gets it first. Then somehow one of the guys wants to resurrect Aztec. The mummy then follows Lara and the other guy. In the end, Lara manages to make the guy that used the artifact to resurrect the mummy fall, and he goes with the mummy also. So they both fall, and it's basically that. Nothing special. A complicated woman. The art style here is like a comic. The story is about three villains who remember the several times that Lara appeared and ruined their plans. The previous day she got caught by a monster and the villains thought she was dead. But once again she appears and defeats them. And in the end she runs with the artifact. I'm also not a big fan of the story that much, and this version of Lara I also thought it was a bit too much, if you know what I mean. Prit Raider. This time we have a cartoon that kinda looks similar to the Kim Possible cartoons. Here Lara is studying at the Croft Academy. The director of the school confiscates the artifact when Lara is showing it to some friends. Lara says it is hers, and the director says that it is from Lara's father. Later at night, Lara infiltrates the school and retrieves the artifact. She also leaves a letter for the director and a small surprise in her chair. It is a simple and fun episode. Legacy. The animation in this episode is a tribute to the old movies. Lara goes to a monastery where the leader has an artifact called the Scepter of Ken that has the power to transform people into beasts. Abigail, a girl that admires Lara, follows her in secret. Later both get caught and the leader starts to transform Abigail into a beast. Lara manages to set herself free and uses a flash bomb that interrupts the leader. She proceeds to free Abigail and both run on a horse. The leader transforms himself into a beast, attacks Lara and ends up falling from a high place. In the end, Lara saves the day by using the artifact to turn beasts back into monks. And that is how it ends. I thought the story was more interesting and complete than the previous one. And from now on they are like that, at least for me. Angel Speed. This is a two-part story. In the first episode, a professor of the British Museum shows to Lara an artifact named the Angel Speed that can cure most illnesses, and also the journal of the guy that brought it. He was the only survivor of an expedition, The other guys started to get some type of madness and started to fight each other and dying after finding and bringing the various angel spirits. In one of the old maps, Lara sees an island close to Antarctica that is not on the modern maps. So she consults a shaman that confirms that the island exists and is where it is the mother of the world, and she shouldn't go there. And Lara, of course, looks at her like, is that a challenge? Because I'm gonna do it. In the second episode, Lara goes to the island. Using explosives and a flamethrower, Lara finds a hidden temple. She reaches a red pool and some monsters start to hatch from red eggs, which are the angel spirits. Lara realizes also that the heat of her flamethrower was the thing that made them hatch. She is in a womb. The monsters start to attack and Lara tries to run. Of course she manages to do so, but without knowing she brings one of the angel spirits or a egg with her. This story started very interesting, but the second part didn't seem to fit the beginning. I didn't like the second part as much as the first, but overall I still enjoyed it. Raising Tombpolis. Lara is in the Mediterranean Sea looking for the lost city of Tombpolis. A man appears in her boat and says he will help her find the city if she gives him an armory key. An organization that wants to bring back the old Legion have the other keys and made copies of the two they were missing. I don't know how you do copies of something you don't have, but okay. But if they use those copies, it will trigger an explosion that would originate a tsunami. They finally reach the place and encounter the organization trying to open the gate. The guy who is with Lara gives her his key and she puts the two remaining keys in the door and opens it. A guardian appears and asks who is going to claim the prize. Lara and the leader of the group do 3 challenges and Lara ends up being the winner. She chooses an artifact that was missing from her collection. Lara and the man that helped her get out. He reveals something interesting about the guardian and seals the entrance with explosives, and the keys are also there. To be honest, my favorite part of this episode, I think it was the fact that we saw them doing some challenges that they were kind of like puzzles, and I thought that was a nice touch since the other episodes don't have any puzzles. The first 3 episodes of the series are named Keys to the Kingdom, and their art design is like an anime. It is about the Ankh of Osiris that is able to bring people back to life. The Cabal, and if you know in which Tomb Raider game they appeared, you are awesome. So the Cabal are after it also, and Lara is in the right place when they decide to steal it during the presentation. Osiris' spirit ends up in the body of a dead guy that protects Lara and dies. Because of the incident during the presentation, the press are all over it and the Cabal are worried that people will discover that their secret organization exists. They decide to send a curator after Lara and they give him some useful artifacts to help him catch Lara. Osiris lets Lara enter another dimension, kinda like an afterlife, and later the curator of the Cabal and his men enters too. Inside they capture Lara, but the gods help her. Meanwhile, Osiris lures the leaders of the Cabal to enter the dimension and he also closes it after. And I didn't say this before, but their bodies are left behind, lifeless. Only their spirit goes through to the other dimension. If they don't come back, it's like if they were dead. When their men find their corpses, they start fighting each other because they are from different factions and they think it is a trap from the others' factions. The gods kick Lara out, saying she isn't welcome there, and she is now alive in the real world and stops Osiris by using the ink, and she tosses it and it is destroyed. This one got me intrigued and interested, so that is the reason why it is in the first place. The fact that it is the only story with 3 episodes also helped to improve it a little bit more. To be honest, I don't even understand why they split the episodes, since each episode is kind of like 5 or maybe 7 minutes. They are really short. So overall these episodes are just okay, they are not like amazing, but some of them are still fun. It depends on your tastes. And as a Tomb Raider fan, I recommend you to give it a try. You may like them or maybe not. You can watch them for free in the official Tomb Raider channel here on YouTube. Like I said, I think I said this in the beginning, but it's good to remind you guys. And the link is also in the description. And yeah, that is all. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like to help the video reach more people, and subscribe for more videos of Tomb Raider. And until next time, bye bye!